this is not the week to run and hide from certain people or back down and or situations. This is the week that we confront things head on, but we are tactful with our approach and tactful with our words. So we are not becoming the scapegoat in the situation and or getting the short end of the stick and not what we deserve. Welcome to the More Compass. My name is Dalmain Love, where my aim is to help you move through life a little bit smoothly through the wisdom of Ifa the Odus. Today I asked Ifa what this current week, what we could look forward to as a collective, or what we should look out for this week as a collective and Osame was the one that came on the map. Osame is the runaway, the runaway, the runaway. This is not the week to run away from ourselves, from responsibilities, or shy down from people whose behaviors we have felt are not conducive to how we want to relate with others, how we want to interact with others, and so on and so forth. With Osame on the mat, the root cause, the root odu would be Obarame. So you're dealing with people who are very temperamental, people in their heads whom, for example, they just get hired and they're acting like the boss. People who want or have Lucy Progreso, that boss mentality, want to run something, but they are not in the position and or have the capacity to do so, okay? And they're lacking Lucy Progreso, the accountability aspect, the responsibility. They don't want to be responsible for anything, but they want to do or run everything. I think Will Smith in his new music, he says everybody wants to be a lion, but when it's time to do lion stuff, they ain't got it. They're not there. They done checked out or they backed off, and they want you to handle it and want to take the shot. No. So this week we want to look out for storms, because Osame, we're dealing with whirlwinds, tornadoes, winds in general, whether that is physical manifestations or personal storms within our lives with other people. And also Osame deals with internal conflicts and witchcraft, etc., etc. Here Ifa is saying this is the week where everything can kind of be up in the air, and to cut it short, you're going to have that single-minded focus in Obara. Focus on yourself, focus on what's important to you and how you want to manage your life and what direction you want your life to head in, Lucy Progreso. You're going to have to stand your ground and stand 10 toes down and move forward and not allow other people to overstep their boundaries. This is the week where you're going to have to face yourself and focus more on your strengths than your weaknesses in order to get you through, because this is an Odu where certain sacrifices, Ifa says, need to get made in order to save and create and build the life that you're looking to live. Okay, so that involves Lucy Progreso, living within your means, budgeting well enough, cutting off extra expenses that don't need to be made or is not necessary at the moment, and to understand the difference between wanting something and needing something, and certain things that you could put off in the meantime and you could pick up later when the finances or you are in a comfortable place in your life, and then you can move on from there. Okay, Ifa is saying that in this Odu Osa that you're not listening to your gut instinct, or you're not paying attention to your instincts, to what your intuition is telling you, whether you are spiritual or not. That's a built-in thing, okay, to what your instincts are telling you. Ifa is saying that there's a need for you to stop sabotaging yourself, whether that is allowing other people to sabotage you or you're just sabotaging by your mindset, because the root cause of this Odu is Obara Mei, and in that Odu, Ifa says you are a victim of your own violent thoughts. So don't talk yourself into going back into a way of life that doesn't concern you anymore. You've outlived that. That didn't get you anywhere, or you've gained enough experiences or life lessons that it's time to move on to better lessons and to become wiser and more knowledgeable, okay? And this will do Some of you may feel this week that some is too much responsibility, and you don't want to contend with it. You don't want to face it. You don't want any parts of it. And Ifa is saying that you're going to have to do this, even though you may have to do it alone, but you're going to have to in order to get things in control. Because in your life, whether that's finances, whether that's romance, whether that's work, everything's kind of all over the place. And to get everything in order, Lucy Pogreso, you're going to have to use some tact. You're going to have to be disciplined in order to get things the way that you need them to. This is not the week to argue with people or their family. Let karma play out, Ifa says, because karma will play out for them. That's how you will get your justice. Ifa also says that you don't need anyone's permission, Lucy Pogreso, to be you and to do you. If God has inspired you to do it, you have all the skills and strength to do what you got to do. Okay? Ifa also says that this is the Odu square where we have to endure certain things in order to get where we need to go. Okay? So this is the week to work on your finances, work on your self-love, the way you speak to yourself, the thoughts that you're having, and certain behavior modification, Ifa emphasizes, so that you are not running up against the same obstacles over and over again. And we want to stay away from people who emotionally drain us. We want to stay away from people who are hot-headed. We want to stay away from people who are just selfish and self-centered. Okay? So I hope this helped. I will see you in the next video. Iboru, Iboya, Ibocheche.